So it's been a while since I've made one of these before. Retake. Start over. So, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Well, quite a while actually. So to summarise, we've been having some issues getting games together, so it's going to be a bit brief, mainly because there's not too much to talk about, as it's just been mostly combat. And combat, because of the, where were we? Yeah, we were sent to the gladiatorial pits, which, it's pretty bad. And then, after a particularly sterling performance, as I believe I mentioned last time, we got out. And there was a Red Cross air attack, which was pretty convenient. They were attacking mainly because of they saw themselves getting screwed out of payment. So what we did was we got our gear together and we marched into the starport to take it back, taking on groups of Space Marines in cover, which, it's pretty undynamic in terms of placement of tactics, and everyone kind of had similar gear, which is a bit thingy for a melee folks party. I mean, they just kind of charged and hacked them up while I just rolled around and sniped and hit them with a twin-linked autocannon, which is very effective, mind you. After dealing with the initial wave in the streets, we ventured up to the starport where they landed some Thunderhawk gunships, which are fairly valuable, as you can imagine. But of course, they had high ground and obliterators covering. So we met up with militia who, they were kind of pinned down by the obliterators. So whilst I engaged in a long-range sniper duel with our cannons against these obliterators, my team worked to ascend the stairs and, take ground along with the militia. It was pretty successful. I did get hit in the face with an explosion once or twice, but I managed to kill, 3 obliterators? Which is quite nice. It really goes to show that the autocannon is quite powerful. Then when we went to the top of the stairs, we launched an assault onto another group of Marines guarding the sort of general sort of area of the starport where they kind of load off bits and bats. It was a close fight, and as they were trying to retreat, I decided to reposition along with the Night Lord Fawkes. I believe it's Fawkes. Yes. So we positioned ourselves. We started moving towards the other Thunderhawk because it was trying to take off as well. It's quite clearly their Thunderhawk, while we were getting hit by bolt of fire from the opposing platform, which had a group of what seemed to be Chosen. Now, these Chosen, for some reason, couldn't hit with bolt guns, however were definitely accurate with bolt pistols over extreme range, because I suspect they were probably just aim-shotting them. I did take a few injuries, more than my Night Lord friend, which makes sense really. I'm not as quick, and I don't have a jump pack. But we managed to get him board and stop the Thunderhawk from taking off by, threatening the person in charge of piloting it. A slave known as Septimus, which, I must add, Tristan, is a bit of an on-the-nose reference, especially if you happen to have been reading the Night Lords trilogy, which I would highly recommend. You should really get back to reading it, of course. Anyway, we decided to use the Thunderhawk's turbo lasers and las cannons to hammer the other Thunderhawk into oblivion, which was quite successful, actually, because of the giant turbo laser mounted on, which does about 3d10 plus 30 damage, I think. Either way, it's consistently like 40 or 50 damage per hit, which is rather insane. Although when we cleared up the Thunderhawk and took it out, we kind of sat down and collected ourselves as we were freed by our owner. How he still wanted us to do stuff. How much stuff, we don't know. But, yeah, I mean, nothing much has really happened. I mean, a play-by-play would be a bit... what's the word? Long. And I didn't make notes for a play-by-play. And a play-by-play would be quite boring. But that's kind of the way things are going right now. We've kind of got more stuff to do. We kind of want to take back revenge against the Whisper for selling us into slavery, which was not nice. But, you know, one step at a time. And then maybe we can get on to the next campaign, which is Legend of the Five Rings. Not the new version, I think it's the older edition. I can't remember which edition specifically. But either way, I will probably talk more about that when we get onto it. Although, to be fair, I've kind of made a similar character to what I'm playing now. Except they're not a giant superhuman. That'd be a bit weird. Anyway, I think I'll end it here. I mean, it's not too much to talk about. It's kind of why I've been putting them off. Again, mostly due to the fact that you can't really talk about combat too much, apart from all the fucking headshots I keep scoring. Because I make call shots. And blowing people to oblivion. But I mean, you know, that's going to get a bit egregious after a while, and it'll make me seem a bit of a dick. Either way, I'll see you next time with any more developments. And I would probably say in terms of... oh, one more thing. I would probably think that better tactical spacing and tactics would be best used in the future, because it's mostly just been guys hunkering down in cover firing bolt guns at us. You'd think that Red Corsairs would have a variety of equipment on Space Marines. Anyway. See ya.